Your dog stops chewing. Lifts its head. Locks eyes with you across the room. Holds it. Doesn't blink. Doesn't look away. Plants itself right in front of you. And just stares. You laugh. You say, "What do you want, buddy?" You go back to your phone. Take Fumiki Kyusui at Azabu University spent 4 years measuring what happens in a dog's brain during that exact moment. He tested 130 dogs. Published in Science. And what his team found rewired everything researchers believed about why dogs look at us. By point 8, you'll understand why one specific change in your dog's stare is an early warning that 28% of older dogs experience, and why most owners don't catch it until it's too late. 1. The chemical love letter. Most people think their dog stares because they want something. Food. Attention. A treat from the counter. But in 2015, a team at Azabu University ran a study that changed everything researchers thought they knew about the dog-human bond. They measured oxytocin levels, the bonding hormone, in dogs and their owners before and after a session of mutual eye contact. Dogs who held their owner's gaze for longer periods showed a 130% spike in oxytocin. Their owners showed a 300% increase. 300%. That's not attention-seeking. That's not hunger. That's a neurochemical bond identical to the one that attaches a mother to her infant. Every time your dog locks eyes with you, their brain floods with the same compound that makes a parent fall in love with their child. And your brain does it right back. But here's what makes this extraordinary. This loop, this mutual oxytocin exchange through eye contact, only works with dogs. No other animal on Earth can trigger it in a human. And the reason goes back 30,000 years. 2. They chose to look at us. Wolves don't do this. Hand-raised wolves, bottle-fed wolves, wolves who grew up sleeping beside their caretakers, they still avoid prolonged eye contact. Adam McCloskey and his team at IATBO's Lorraine University in Budapest tested this in 2003. Wolves raised by humans from birth still refuse to hold eye contact the way domestic dogs do naturally. Brian Hare at Duke University calls it the domestication hypothesis. Somewhere between 15,000 and 30,000 years ago, the ancestors of your dog began to develop something no other species had: a desire to look into human eyes. Not out of fear. Not out of submission. Out of connection. They didn't just learn to live beside us. They evolved to look at us. Your dog's stare is not a behavior. It's a 30,000-year-old conversation. 3. The 5 stares you've been missing. You've probably seen your dog look at you 1,000 different ways. But researchers at the University of Portsmouth proved in 2017 that dogs intentionally change their facial expressions based on whether a human is watching them. That means their stare is deliberate. And there are 5 distinct versions. The soft gaze. Relaxed eyes, sometimes with slow blinks. This is the one that triggers the oxytocin loop. Translation: I trust you completely. The hard stare. Fixed, unblinking, body tense. This one most owners confuse with love. It's not. It's a boundary signal. Resource guarding. Tension. A dog giving you a hard stare is saying, "Back off." The whale eye. Whites of the eyes visible, head turned slightly away. Your dog is uncomfortable. Stressed. Asking for space. The blink stare. Sustained eye contact with deliberate, slow blinks. This is the rarest and deepest trust signal a dog can give. And the tracking stare. Eyes following your every move. Not out of need. Your dog is reading you. Scanning your body language, your mood, your micro-expressions. Gathering data. Most owners only recognize one stare. But your dog has been speaking 5 different dialects through their eyes. And you've been answering back without knowing it. But their eyes are only the beginning. There are signals in their tail position, their ear angle, the rhythm of their breathing, even the way they sigh before falling asleep, that carry messages most owners misread every single day. That's exactly why I wrote Chapter 2, The Eyes of the Kahu, inside the secret language of dogs. It maps every gaze pattern, every blink frequency, and 7 eye signals that change how you understand your dog. The link is in the description. They check on you 80 times an hour. Researchers at the University of Padua tracked how often dogs look at their owners versus strangers in the same room. The numbers stunned them. Between 50 and 80 glances per hour. Not stares. Quick checks. Micro glances you probably never notice. Right now, since you started watching this video, your dog has looked at you dozens of times. Not because they need something. Because they're checking if you're okay. Here's something nobody talks about. Try it right now. Look at your dog. Hold their gaze. Count the seconds. Most dogs break eye contact within 3 to 5 seconds. Not because they lose interest. Because sustained eye contact is so emotionally intense for them that they need to look away. Think about that. Someone tells you they love you and you have to look away because you feel too much. That's what eye contact is for your dog. They feel every second of your gaze. They just can't hold that much without blinking. But there's one time your dog won't look away. And it happens when you're at your most vulnerable. 5. The nighttime watcher. You've woken up at 2 a.m. and seen it. 2 eyes. Reflecting the faint light from the hallway. Just watching. Duranton and Gonnet documented in 2015 what they call the secure base effect. Dogs treat their bonded human the way a toddler treats a parent, as a safe anchor. When you sleep, your dog doesn't. Not fully. They stay in a state of light vigilance because they've identified you as the thing worth guarding. Gregory Burns at Emory University put dogs inside fMRI machines and found that the caudate nucleus, the brain's reward center, lights up when dogs detect their owner's scent. Not food. Not other dogs. You. When you wake at 3 a.m. and see those eyes at the foot of your bed, that's not weird. That's not restless. That's 30,000 years of evolution whispering, sleep. I'm watching. 6. They read your face better than your friends do. You think you can hide a bad day. A fake smile. Tight shoulders. A voice pitched just slightly higher than normal. Humans buy it. Your dog doesn't. Corson Muller's team at the University of Lincoln proved in 2015 that dogs can tell the difference between a happy face and an angry face even when shown only the top half or only the bottom half. Albuquerque's follow-up at the same university showed dogs don't just read faces, they cross-reference your expression with your tone of voice. If your face says fine but your voice says hurt, your dog hears the hurt. You can fool everyone around you. But your dog reads the tension around your eyes, the set of your jaw, the speed of your blinks. They see through the performance. And they stay anyway. 7. The guilty stare is a lie. You know the face. You come home. Something's destroyed. Your dog is across the room with those enormous, round, averted eyes. Head low. Tail tucked. That face that says, I know what I did. Except it doesn't. Alexandra Horowitz at Barnard College ran the definitive study in 2009. She tested dogs who had broken a rule and dogs who hadn't. The result, dogs showed the guilty look regardless of whether they'd actually done anything wrong, as long as their owner acted upset. That face isn't confession. It's appeasement. Your dog is reading the storm in your body language and translating it into the only response they have, I see you're upset. I don't understand why. But please don't stop loving me. They're not apologizing. They're asking for reassurance. 8. When the stare changes, pay attention. This is the warning I mentioned at the beginning. Everything we've covered, the oxytocin gaze, the trust blinks, the checking, the reading, all of it depends on a brain that's working the way it should. When that changes, the stare changes too. Landsberg and his team at the University of Guelph found that 28% of dogs aged 11 to 12 develop canine cognitive dysfunction. One of the earliest signs, staring into space. Staring at walls. Staring at corners with no reaction when you call their name. If the soft gaze you've known for years suddenly hardens. If your dog starts staring without blinking and their body goes rigid. If they stop responding to your face the way they used to, that's not aging. That's a signal. The stare that once meant I love you might one day mean something is wrong. Knowing the difference could give you months of time that other owners lose because they didn't notice. 9. The farewell gaze. There will come a day when your dog's body begins to fail. Their legs won't carry them the way they used to. Their appetite fades. Their energy drains. Everything slows down. But the one thing that still works, the last thing that still works, is their eyes. And they use them to find you. Not the door. Not the food bowl. Not the window. You. Nagasawa's research on the oxytocin loop suggests that this final gaze triggers the highest spike of all, as if their brain is trying to flood the bond one last time. One last dose. One last letter. That final stare isn't confusion. It isn't discomfort. It's the purest form of the same message they've been sending you their entire life. The same loop. The same chemical conversation. One last time. So the next time your dog stops what it's doing, lifts its head, and locks eyes with you across the room, don't laugh it off. Don't go back to your phone. Hold it. Because now you know what's happening behind those eyes. 30,000 years of evolution. A neurochemical bond that mirrors human love. 5 languages spoken through a single gaze. A loyalty so deep that even at the very end, when everything else fades, you are the last thing they want to see. Your dog has been staring at you your whole life together. Now you finally know why. Subscribe to Dognsight so you never miss what they're trying to tell you. And if your dog is near you right now, look at them. Really look. They've been waiting.